What's going on, guys? This is Damien from the Lookout and welcome to Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters Latin America Top 8 decks from the latest regionals event. And yeah, we're seeing gammas. We're actually seeing a fair amount of blue here, so that is interesting. That's super exciting. Now, before we begin, as always, a huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons that buy us coffee to keep this crazy content grind going. And guys, thanks a lot for your support. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a patron is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video. Okay guys, here it is, the top 8 from Latam Regionals, organized by Samsung. Samsung is amazing. Like guys, go find their YouTube channel. I think it's also just like Samsung. They should have under the live section the live stream from this event. Their production was phenomenal. Like their production put the worlds to shame, I would say. Like it was, considering the amount of budget that goes into it versus the amount that goes into the worlds, right? Like just the visuals were so good. It was so detailed. It was so easy to follow. Phenomenal job, guys. Now, when it comes to player numbers, 40 players, that's okay for a region such as Latam. Latam has always been one of those unfortunately smaller regions, and we all know that live events in Latam don't always work out. Like there is a problem, you know, of when it comes to the location where it is actually held, but still 40 is a very, very good number. I hope Latam gets even more events in the future, like a lot more live and online events, because I love Latam players. Latam players are amazing. So let's start with first place, U7 Goku. U7 Goku wins first place. That is exciting. It looks like the newest Janemba that came out in BT28 no, not 28, 27, kinda gave it this extra push because it works really, really well with your leader, and it just kind of keeps pushing Goku a bit higher to the top. That ended the newest Broly SR. Really powered up the deck. Then second place, Gamma Reboot. Finally Gamma again in the top 8. I believe that we have seen at least one Gamma in the top 8 somewhere. I think I recall seeing a Gamma. Definitely in the European ones. So it's exciting to see it again. Second place and third place Gamma, congratulations. Fourth place Blue Bojack. Yeah, Blue Bojack keeps showing up. I mean, the deck is amazing. We saw how well it did at Worlds and at Nats. Blue Bojack really got insane support. Congratulations. And then another blue deck, fifth place Tapion. Yeah, Tapion has fallen behind in popularity and power, but as we can see, he's still capable of topping events here and there. Then we have sixth place Pen Reboot. So yeah, after Kitku kind of fell off, Kitku is nowhere. Like the deck just basically doesn't exist anymore. Pen is stepping up along with Vegeta, 7th place. So they're stepping up to represent red, and of course, the red deck that just will never ever go away, Cooler Mill, taking 8th place. So congratulations to everyone. That was the top 8, and now let's dive into the deck lists. Okay guys, you know the drill. I am back with Deck Planet, the best deck builder in the world, and then let's check out the top 8. First off, U7 Goku, Yair Silva, U7. Okay, congratulations for winning. Let's see what you brought. So we're starting off with the standard U7 package, and there we have it. 2 copies of Janemba. Okay, 2 copies of Janemba. I think that is a very fair number. 3 might be an overkill. 2 is, I would say, exactly as much as you need in the deck. For those of you who don't know the interaction, well, when something is switched to rest mode and it's not once per turn, You either when Janemba is played or when a card is switched into rest mode, you may pay 1 yellow energy, choose the card ignoring barrier, KO it, and Janemba gets plus 5k for the turn, while your Goku here basically for free switches cards, ignoring barrier into rest mode. It's just remove anything. 1 Absolute Annihilation, the card that will be banned very soon. Then we have 2 Vegetas. This one is cool. SSB Sangoku versus Golden Frieza Spirit Clash. This is an ancient card. It came out in set 21 when we got the Frieza swap engine. You don't really see it as often. However, it is cool because hey, you can play it. You can choose one of your Yellow Saiyans or Frieza army cards. Play this card from your Z energy and add that one there, and then when you play it you just KO something ignoring barrier. So pay to KO something ignoring barrier. That's good. 1 Gogeta only. We have 2 Vegetas making the cut, so there is gonna be a unison here. 3 Bardogs, 2 Vegetos, this Broly here, Heartless Berserker. Okay, it's either that or Heated Fighting Spirit. The only difference is in 5k combo. The SCR of choice is Picklehan. So not Porunga, not SS4 Gogeta, but Picklehan instead. Still very viable choice, just a big boost and then you swing for lethal. 1 Assimilate, and yeah, then we have the rest of the negates. Z-Deck, another big boost that Goku got, Tapion Confrontation. Tapion is amazing. For 1 yellow energy, when your battle card is played or when this card attacks, you can activate one of its abilities again, right? So you can activate a skill that includes a marker skill cost on this card twice for the turn. So you just use its +1, you choose a battle card or unison and it cannot switch to active mode. It's a phenomenal way of keeping your opponent locked. You use Tapion, you lock their plays, they're playing something without deflect, you immediately respond with Vegeta, you switch it to rest mode. I mean, it's played in rest mode. Things that bother you, you just blow up with Janemba on your turn. So yeah, it's getting really, really strong, guys. And then we have a couple of others, and of course the Z extras, and here is the side deck. Congratulations. Now let's check out Marcello's Gamma. Okay, Gamma, let's see. Very standard, very standard archetype heavy build in the first row, because yeah, Gamma is just one of those decks where you have to play the archetype as much as you can. But then you have 4 copies of this Android 13 with just an energy exhaust. You ignore energy exhaust checkland. But he also has Arrival blue-green. He has 5k combo power. So if you're leader to reduce the combo cost, I'm sorry, I told you wrong. He's not a ignore energy exhaust. He basically reduces the combo cost. So it's 5k combo. But you can also play him through Arrival. It's 30k. Then we have the Android 18s here. We have the Gohan, of course, because you can just floodgate your opponent like mad with this Gohan. Android 18s is the super combo with 1 Zeno, 1 Mira, Assault from the Skies, not something that you see almost ever anymore. So this is a tech that would just get you off guard. Overwhelm for 1 energy, Double Striker 30k when you play to draw a card, and then at the start of the opponent's main phase, you switch in energy to active mode. UI Kamehameha, and now we have 4 clashes, and then the rest is just other extras plus Beast Gohan SCR. Then we have the Z deck, and of course the side deck. Congratulations. Then we have a Victor's Gamma, 3rd place. Again, very archetype heavy. The main difference here is that this one is more defensive with Android Topos. Also running the Android 21 SCR, so you can just heal when you need. 4 copies of Bionic Blitz for some hand destruction as a super combo. 2 Broly's, so for extra pressure when you need to put it out. Also 2 Cells as well to help you close the game. And even 1 Boo Unison. Okay, Very, very cool build. Here we have the Z deck, and of course the side deck. Just running heroic, 4 heroic, free emotional blow, just like, yeah, you're not touching me dot deck. Then we have 4th place, Eric's Bojack. I'm awful at Bojack, so I'll just say that, hey, it has 4 copies, playset of each new card. So the Bojack SR, which makes your big guy cheaper, and of course the Bujin as well, and then you just play your big dude for a lot cheaper than you would normally do, and now you have a big dual attack double striker beat machine. You're running, of course, a Bojack Space Captain. You're running the rest of the crew as well. 1 Baby Golden Avenger is a counter, 1 Turning the Tide because you can go to high energy counts and then just win the game with it. 1 Gohan, because why not? SS3 Vegeta, some extra ramp here. Baby Hatch as the SCR, and then that's basically it. Only 2D magics. Well, you have your Bojack's ability. When you restand, you're not really using counters. You can't use them. So then we have the Z deck. The very cool thing about the Z deck is these trunks, actually. It's not something that I would imagine seeing here. So this is as 1 unison option, but we usually just go into double and then you awaken. And then we have the side deck. Okay, congrats. Then we have Alejandro's Tapion, 5th place. Checking it, well, it's actually a standard Tapion build, but it does have a couple of new toys. It does have Broly here to help close the games, but it also runs the Vegeta, because the Vegeta is insane. It's crazy how cheap this card is. It's absurd how cheap this Vegeta card is. Like in Europe, it's less than like 50 cents now. It can just cause extra damage out of nowhere. Its attack can't be negated. If your opponent is on 2 lives, you swing once, dump hand, and then you just kill them with Beast Gohan. The deck doesn't run Beast Gohan, though it runs Baby Hatch, but then you just rely on Vegeta swinging twice for the game. You also have Ub here, and then we just have the rest of the package. One cool idea here is this SS2 Kefla, to just get rid of a card, just bottom deck it after the battle step. That is a big way to get rid of some big attackers that can swing multiple times. And then we have the Z deck here, and of course the side deck. Congrats. Then we have Benjamin's 6th place Pan. Congratulations. Running SS4 Vegeta, of course. When it comes to new cards, we see 2 Gohans. Gohan is a crazy strong card. We also have 4 copies of the Goku. Goku is amazing. Oh my god, it's like $12 on TCGPLAYER. You also need your Vegetos to keep yourself alive, and then the rest is basically just Pan package. So it's the majority is just Pan package with added barrier blocker, with added Gohan for an extra push. So and the Vegeto to just keep you alive. Very, very strong. Then we have the Z deck and the side deck here. Congrats. Then we have Luis's 7th place SSB Vegeta. Congratulations, Luis. What do we have here? Well, it's basically a very standard SSB Vegeta, but hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, basically. So it is the black-red build. Running SS4 Vegito as the SCR. You run 3 copies here of Broly, the card that's gonna be errated very soon. And then we have what else? We have the SS Vegito to help you survive. We have Broly Omen to disrupt energy charges. You run the rest of the package here, even going with 2 of the Vegetas. And yeah, explosive dance for defense, plus Bardock the Tenacious. And then we have the Z deck and the side deck. Congratulations. And then finally we have Miguel's Cooler Mill 8th place. Congrats, Miguel. Let's see. I know that this one has a lot of cards that are like old things, right? So there's not much to discuss about it, except the inclusion of the SR Goku, because barrier blocker plus it minuses by 20 when you play it. Yeah, every red deck until the end of time will be playing this card. This card is stupid strong. One of the best cards printed in recent history. And then we have 4 copies of Widell. It's just a 1 cost counter. You pay 1, you counter the attack, and you play her. That's it. It's a 1 cost negate. Then we have 2 Oceanas, 4 Explosive, Senzus, and of course Bursting Rages, the SCR. We have the Z deck, and finally the side deck. So yeah guys, that's it. Those were the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what's your opinion on the Latam Regionals breakdown. Is there something here that surprises you? Have you expected a result like this? Let me know. I'm very excited whenever I see Gammas. So I like a Gamma reboot. I really like that one. And the U7 Goku keeps showing up. That is interesting. That is interesting. I would not guess in a billion years that Janemba would play such a big role in these decks. But yeah, there we go. U7. Anyways, let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Help us get to 6k subs when I'm gonna give away a booster box. This has been Damien from the Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.